So her Mortefi was really good in a lot of tier lists. They put him at the top, almost at an S rank. But did you know this person right here, another 4-star, is also considered to be another A rank just like Mortefi? This is Sanhua, and now let's talk about why a lot of people like her. Does she solo as death? Probably, no idea. But anyways, first we have to know what exactly does she do. So of course you have her skill, her E. That just does a lot of ice like that. But did you know if you hold down your left click like you're doing a charge attack, the little forte in the bottom starts going around like it's a mini game. And if you actually time it right into that little ice thing, you actually do a special little skill out here. And when you do that, they call it detonate. That is dealing glacial damage, and damage done with that burst is considered resident skill damage. And to level Sanhua's skills, I would focus on her resonance liberation, then her forte circuit, then her resonance skill, then her basic attack, and of course you want to get her inherent skills as well, because although she does shine with her outro skill with the basic attack deepening, she also just deals some pretty nice damage herself. Now there's a couple ways you can actually make that little thing higher. Like if you do your basic attack 5 times, it should increase a little bit. If you use your skill, it should go up a little bit. But it also goes up if you put out your intro skill or a heavy attack or even your resonance liberation, aka your ultimate. Please don't judge my stats. Now, she's not like Mortefi where she can actually be like a sub DPS, but the reason that she's really good is because of her little outro skill. So with the next character that is put out, she puts a 38% gain on a basic attack damage deepen for 14 seconds. Now, if I understand deepening correctly, basically so it's for basic attack damage. So when I do basic attack, you can see like 100 damage. I'm weak, I haven't grinded. But basically you want to get that damage and you want to multiply it by 38%, so 0.38. Then you add it together and that is the damage you should be dealing. All right, so with Kalcharo's regular attack, 93, 200, 173, and then we bring her out to Kalcharo out here, and then if we start doing some basic attacks, it should be just a little bit higher. Like we're doing a little bit more than 200. We're definitely not at 90 anymore. It could be the echoes. Ignore that. Ignore that. But basically how she works is when you bring her out, you want to use her ultimate, then her skill, and then you want to bring this up until you can do your heavies, until you can do your intro skill. I was just stalling for that. And then you want to start attacking. And that's how she works, besides, the echo. But very similar to Mortefi, Mortify, whatever. She also would like to use the impermanent Heron. This is probably one of her best echoes right now. Again, just like Mortefi, since I don't know too much about the echoes right now, I am going off what I've seen online and what I've researched. But basically, this Heron is pretty good because you can do like a little cancel type of thing. But not only that, but also you have energy recharge plus, and you can increase attack for your next resonator. So the way that it would work is you would bring out the Heron at the end, and as you're doing that skill, you switch to your next character. And sometimes that Heron sends out a lot of fire breath. Basically, you would use your ultimate, then your skill, put those out, put the Heron, let it fall down, and then you switch out. I haven't grinded echoes, don't trust my subsets. But anyways, the way that you want to build them with the sets, you want to try and get a crit damage, crit rate with your first piece, and you want to try and get some glacio damage, and then you want to get some even more attack. And with the subsets at the bottom that you get more when you upgrade them, you want to get energy recharge, crit rate, crit damage, and more attack. Now, as for team compositions of what works for her, it's not only like Kalcharo that she works with, she actually works with anyone that does a lot of basic attack. So Little Encore, for example, would be a good teammate for her if you're maining Encore, because when you use her Resonance Liberation, she does do a lot of basic attacks, and that's mostly where Sanhua is shining. And if you're somehow going with Ling Ying over here, you're maining this dude, despite he may not do a lot of damage, right? He just has fun out there. Right? Pat on the back, good job, buddy. Get out there and have fun, Jimbo. He can also work with Sanhua because he likes to do a lot of basic attacks as well. But the best possible teammate that you can have with her is, of course, Kalchara as the main DPS, and for the supporter, of course, right now it's always going to be Verena. So with the Echo set, you'll also put attack up for Kalcharo. Verena, with all her buffs and whatnot, will also buff up Kalcharo, and your main DPS will deal a lot of damage. But right now, she'll shine with Kalcharo because when he uses Residence Liberation, he does do a lot of basic attack, and if you put that together with Sanhua, who does boost up the deepening basic attack by 30%, so he's just gonna be a big boy. And if you're able to get her max out in her limit breaks, whatever people are calling it, she can actually put an attack up for all of your team members by 10%. That can stack up to 2 times. But overall, Sanhua is pretty nice. She's pretty decent, who can also deal some pretty nice damage. But anyways, that's basically it for Sanhua. thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it. Like, comment, subscribe. I really do appreciate it. I'll see you guys all again in the next video. Goodbye.